This is Life for You, the first TV magazine in Second Life, with Kira Singh and Christoph Broom.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, 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 bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to bring you all this life for you tonight. Oh, jingle bells. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Life for You. The Christmas season has begun in SL. But that's not all we'll be reporting about this week. See for yourselves. Life for You pays tribute.
How veterans come together to commemorate in virtual worlds. Could this also be a new cross-border and cross-generational platform to exchange experiences?
Virtual but sexy.
Nude photography is becoming more and more popular in Second Life. And it's not only erotic photos, we'll show you the masterpieces of a completely new form of fine art.
Santa Claus in Second Life.
That's right. He's already packing his sleigh and finding out who's been naughty or nice. And Life for You has all you need to know about the wonderful virtual Christmas season in SL.
Veterans Day is a holiday commemorated annually on November 11th in the USA. It honors war veterans and all men and women currently serving in the military.
This year, Veterans Day was celebrated in Second Life with a replica of the Vietnam Memorial and the opening of a Veterans Information Center.
Draxter Dupre pays tribute.
Every year, millions visit the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. The wall, created 25 years ago, is 75 meters of black granite and has 58,256 names etched into it, all of whom had died or went missing between 1959 and 1975. In honor of the fallen, a reading of all the names by some 2,000 volunteers began November 7th. It lasted 65 hours.
Johnny Lee Lawrence, Kenneth A. Maloney.
In the Second Life replica of the monument, the names are triggered by a text-to-speech tool.
Jimmy C. Martin, David G. Ellett.
Metaverse applications company Meme Science was hired for the project by a reportedly famous SL resident wishing to remain anonymous. President of Meme, Evian Argus, points out that the resulting replica is more accurate than the original.
Over the years, they have discovered that 33 of those names are a mistake and they should not be there. Also, 3 additional names have been etched in the wall. Now, there are 58,223 names on the replica.
Master builder Blaise Chevalier was sent to DC to study the wall, which was designed by then 21-year-old Yale student Maya Ying Lin. Blaise's job was to transfer into the virtual realm not only the architecture, but also to convey the meaning and gravity of such a significant place. He took 300 photographs and worked for 1 month. Still, there was one aspect of the original he was not able to replicate.
The lack of real reflections, because that's a big part of being at the wall, is seeing yourself in there or seeing the surrounding area reflected into the wall. It's like looking in a mirror almost.
Blaise made up for this limitation with other features that integrate the web and SL.
You could do a search for whatever vet you're searching for and get a teleport to that exact panel or leave an item. In the future, you'll be able to leave items from the web at the wall.
The tradition of Veterans Day in the United States is celebrated on November 11th, honoring military service men and women. President Eisenhower had officially changed Armistice Day to Veterans Day, which had commemorated the ending of the First World War in 1918. In Second Life, the U.S. Navy Vet Group has set out to provide an info hub for veterans. Group member Cowboy Wayne says society does take care of veterans pretty well.
Coming back, it is a bit of a culture shock because you're gone for so long, you get used to another people's way of life. Every branch of the military offers services for counseling to get acclimated back into our society.
Combat Medical Corpsman Hondo Slade, who was in Desert Storm, is one of the founders of the group and helps soldiers to readjust to society. He slightly disagrees with his friend Cowboy.
These soldiers, they see the worst and they come back with these horrifying images. The first 6 months in the States, you're not going to notice any signs, but after the 6 months, we're seeing the psychological symptoms of being depressed, excessive amount of drinking, excessive amount of divorce. It's great giving the pat on the back, but you know what? They're still needing a lot more help.
While the SL Vietnam Veterans Memorial site is supposed to be a place of remembrance with the builder father's stated intent not to get into the contentious debate over current wars, it seems impossible not to discuss the conditions soldiers find themselves in today. The New York Times recently reported that over 400 veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan became homeless upon their return from the battlefield. Former military wife and coordinator for the SL Veterans Group, Ajda O, says society can't afford to ignore the complex issues of lack of care for those who sacrificed so much.
Every citizen of this country owes our veterans a huge debt. I just think it's appalling that many of these young men are being sent home, given a less than honorable discharge, and by the way, denied any post-combat medical care for any kind of mental health conditions that they may be later diagnosed with.
Maybe the wall in SL can be a place for both peaceful contemplation of the past and respectful discussion of the present. For Life for You News, this is Draxter Dupre.
Thanks, Drax. We'll be right back after this short break.
Was in een wieg gelegd voor Sibir, tierenlierelier. Hij was in een wieg gelegd voor Sibir, tierenlierelier. Zijn rammelaar was zijn sleutelbos, hij speelde diefjes onder een bos. Had water en brood en veel plezier, tierenlierelier.
Life for You is back with a sizzling story about fine nude art in SL. Right after the news in brief.
Presented by SL Insight, the Second Life portal.
The whole world with one TP. Zora Spoonhammer and Z Pixel have created a topographic 3D globe on SL. Just like at Google Earth, visitors can look at such detailed geographical features as the shape of the continents, the peaks of mountain ridges, and fissures along the ocean floor. If you enable the viewer's video playback feature, you can also watch the Earth cloud layers taken from real-life data and streamed as a video. Visit our moduli and feel what it's like to stand on top of the world. Imagining a sweeter life. At SplendaSim, the island of an American artificial sweetener, they're looking for your visions of a sweeter and cooler second life in a contest called Imagine Life Sweeter. Just go to one of the caramel apples on this colorful island to get all the information you need to enter. Then describe your visions of a sweeter SL in words, photos, or however you like, and win a great prize. At SplendaSim, you can also drive with the Terrys, wheel over the lemonade pool, have a coffee, or even better, relax. Design contest begins second round. Every Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 a.m., the German company IDEA puts on a design contest at IDEA Virtual Island, or Ivy for short. There's a new theme each week, and each week the jury is faced with a tough decision: which design object to award the up to 1,000 Linden dollars. They've even created an SL Oscar, the Slosker, for the best machinima music video. Visit IDEA Virtual Island and test your SL design skills. Second Life Against Cancer. After the initial opening of the American Cancer Society Island, this sim continues to highlight the fight against cancer. The ACS's In-World Survivor and Caregiver Chat program helps people who've just been diagnosed with cancer and those who are currently undergoing treatment. SL sessions are especially great for cancer victims because they enable people to interact and share experiences without physically leaving their homes. The ACS also brings in its medical professionals on occasion for presentations in its auditorium. Visit this sim and support the American Cancer Society.